Hello, it's Polish Paul VR, welcome to my channel, and in this video we gonna talk about upcoming PlayStation VR racing games. As we know, when it comes to PlayStation VR and its racing games, sadly there is not that much on the show. And now with the removal of Drive Club VR from the PlayStation Store, it's even more of a shit show than it was before. Keep in mind, we've got some good games, of course. Wipeout VR, it's amazing, and the Gran Turismo is good but a bit limited. Of course, the Dirt Rally is awesome, but sadly there is not that many VR racing games, so in this video I decided to speak about upcoming racers. Now, one of them is 100% confirmed, two of them developers just thinking about it, trying to do it, trying to working out something with Sony, but I'm gonna tell you all about it. Before I start, I want to speak a bit about the mono wheels. I did last year preview for this game and was very excited for it. Developers was tweeting, was updating their posts and saying the game is just around the corner. Now 9 months passed and the game is nowhere to be seen. I checked out their social media and they not been active for over 6 months now. I went to the website and the website don't work. It's like it's never been there. So what it looks like, mono wheels, even though it looked like a great game, kind of road rash in the future, sadly it looks like it's not gonna happen. I don't know what's happened with it. The developers just went quiet. The website not being there is a big giveaway that it's probably cancelled, so I just want to put it out there. But never mind, let's speak about some other upcoming PlayStation VR games. Maybe there is a light in the end of this tunnel. Before I start, if you like what you're seeing, then please press a like because it does help the channel a lot. And if you're new to the channel and are not subscribed, then subscribe. It's always better when it's more of us. Okay, let's do it, and first game I want to talk about is V-Racer HOVERBIKE. This is kind of like a combination Wipeout with Motor Racer maybe, I don't know. Wipeout on bikes that hover in air sounds amazing anyway, looks like an awesome idea. The game looks great, the game looks fast, the action looks amazing. So first of all, let me tell you what the developers saying regarding PSVR port. Basically, they need to come out of early access before a PSVR version, but this is still planned. That's what they said last time I spoke to them. Now, regarding the early access, they released in 2018, quite a while ago now, but they are still in early access, so we might be waiting a while. They definitely gonna try to bring it to PlayStation VR and also Quest. PlayStation VR port looks more possible. Regarding the Quest, they said they've had like working like a tech demos, it kind of works, but it's a lot of optimization. But nevertheless, if they can optimize it on Quest, then PlayStation VR version will definitely come. But anyway, what is in this game that it's so awesome? When the game released as early access, it had only 4 tracks, but the developers keep adding them. It's got 16 tracks already and it's still counting. There is multiple game modes, time trial, combat race and multiplayer. There is tons of weapons as well in the game, and they working on a campaign mode, but also there is a livery editor, so you can paint your bike if you want. They keep saying there's gonna be more tracks, more weapons and more stuff to do in career mode. You can play by yourself against bots, or you can play in multiplayer. Awesome. Regarding the early access, their latest updates, what they're working on, it's amazing neon tracks. And they basically took tracks from the game and they make them like torn-like tracks. Kind of if you play Wipeout and you like the zone events, you might like this. So there is a lot of going on in this game, but like I said, we need to wait for early access to end first, and then we can expect it hopefully for PlayStation VR. They said they not announce it anything officially yet, but I hope they gonna try. It's got very positive reviews on Steam, 90% positives, so the people definitely like this game. It's not even that expensive because it's selling for under 16 quid, so it's something to look forward to. Let's hope they gonna manage. I gonna say like it's rumored, it's not confirmed yet, but the developer saying it's planned, maybe let's say that. Now, another game is Drive. I spoke about this game few times. It's come out on PC in early access, not to such a great success as the V-Racer. There was few issues. One of them was very limited amount of cars, basically just one, and also not that many tracks, but the developers said it's only early access, they keep updating the game. They already added new cars, they working on controlling and tracking and everything. You can play this game with steering wheel already, and they definitely tweaking and optimizing this game to be great when it comes out. Now this is the arcade racer at its purest. If you like games like, I don't know, Screamer back in the day, Sega Rally, Daytona USA, then you're probably gonna like this one. A fast action, tons of cars on screen, good crashes, definitely very nice and challenging game. Now what's in it? The games of course got different game modes. There is a single race where you can practice do quick race or a full races with qualifying. There is championships. The game so far got 9 tracks. It's got selectable paint jobs. You can race against up to 19 computer opponents. I don't know if that's gonna be possible on PlayStation VR, but it's a nice number. Even if you can like race 8, I would take it. The game got vehicle damage system, it's got pit system with tire wear, fuel usage and damage repair. You can customize setup of your car, and that includes ABS, steering stabilization, traction control, anti-roll and choice of automatic or manual gearbox, of course. So what's happening with the PlayStation VR version, and this is what the developers told me. We're working through our early access update plan to get to version 1 at the moment. Once at that point we'll port to PlayStation VR. Currently going through the process with Sony to get set up. Once we have a better idea of a date, I'll let you know. So it looks like it's gonna happen. They're working with Sony. They put in everything in place to have this game released, and now in the absence of Drive Club VR, this one will be very appreciated, especially for all of you arcade racing fans. When the action is crazy, the speeds are fast, and basically it's chaos all track, but also it's super fun. Okay, and another game I want to talk about. This one is 100% confirmed, thankfully, and this is Touring Karts from the developers Ivanovich Games. They already released some PlayStation VR games. Amazing operation, workade. When I first played it, I've been losing shit over that game, how awesome it played, even though the graphics wasn't that fantastic. Sadly they updated it and they ruined the sound, but hey, what can you do? Never mind. And also they released Sea of Memories and Beat Blasters. All games very well received. They didn't release bad game yet. So they've got plenty of experience of releasing VR games, but they got plenty of experience of working on PlayStation VR, so they know how to deal with Sony's quality assurance, but also they know the limits of the original PlayStation 4, so they know their shit, so this game should be good. Now, it releases on PC on 12th of September, but PlayStation VR will come a bit later. They saying it's not gonna be that much later, it's gonna come in Q4. I'm hoping for maybe October, that would be nice. But anyway, this is kind of kart racing game. If you like Mario Kart or Sonic Racing or Crash Team Racing, whatever, then you're probably gonna enjoy this one. The game features up to 8 players online multiplayer with no waiting times, and what that means basically, while you're waiting for other players to join in your game, you can race against AI. Basically you like training while you're waiting for a game. There is 3 online game modes, unique daily cups, custom play with your friends, and random play where you can play with just randomers of the internet. There is a story-based mode as well, which is nice, and this mode is kind of huge because it's got more than 500 original challenges, which gonna take you about 120 hours to complete, and while you're completing it you're gonna be winning collectible prizes, so there will be something to just keep make you going and going. Now this mode you can complete by yourself in single player, but also you can play it in multiplayer as well. You can craft up to 45 new power-ups by combining the ones you already have. So basically mixing and matching, and then you can test it on your opponents. You're gonna combine, I don't know, chicken with ice cube, and then you're gonna throw it at your opponent. You're gonna see like, didn't know the chicken and ice cubes can make this kind of item. Let's kill somebody with it. So that sounds quite good. There is 3 views to choose from. You got your, of course, the most immersive first person view when you're sitting in your kart and you can see it all properly like you are a proper driver of it. Also you've got view for people who suffer from motion sickness, so basically you're sitting inside a giant arcade machine. But also you've got your like a diorama look, panoramic look, where you can just see all the track, and then the cars like look little like Hot Wheels or something. Looks pretty cool. It's something I would definitely wonder how it looks like, so I would like to try it. There is 22 tracks and 30 customizable cars. It's all inspired by Formula 1 tracks and teams. Now that's quite a good amount of tracks and cars. Definitely very nice variety. The developers definitely know how to keep players happy and satisfied. There is also a quick race mode where all the cars and tracks are available from the get-go, so you don't have to go through the story and multiplayer and try to unlock stuff. You basically can just go jump and play. Now this game will be of course supporting VR, but also people can play it flat. I think it supports cross-platform as well, so flat people can play against VR people. Now while you're here, I want to ask you a question, so you can tell me in comment section what you think about those racing games situation on PlayStation VR. I think PSVR is such a great fit for racing games. It's like screams to have more racing games, and that's it, bye.